Yes, yes, your answer was great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to just have a step back and came back to Mr. Canelli for a second round of questions. We have just 20 minutes and then we have to leave. So I just pleased my speakers to be shorter than short time that we have, okay? In relation to the importance of local professional competencies and as partner of the Microgrid Academy, could you explain which the added value then an industrial partner can bring to the capacity building in Africa, Mr. Canelli? You have the floor.
Thank you very much for the question. And of course, it's very easy for me to answer that the added value is very high. But I think in this case that's the truth, because finally our role is to finalize, let's say, the training. So of course, from the technical point of view, so to put on the ground the results of the training, turning the fundamentals of the technical and engineering learn to real activities on machines and plants, so on the field. So for example, in the MGA Academy, in the Microgrid Academy, we have held lessons directly on the field. For example, in the mini grid in Ethiopia, a plant realized by Enel Green Power for the hospital of Volisso, a project that is well known within Rest for Africa. The students have been doing real activities. I don't know if Ignatius have been there, but some of the students of the mini grid of the Microgrid Academy have been doing real activities in the plant. So really, we put on the ground the capacity that has been, let's say, built in theory. And as mentioned before, this is mandatory to achieve positive results in the mini grid operation, because otherwise, without proper technical support, the mini grids are not going to operate properly. And as Ignatius was saying before, consider that these kind of mini grids are really becoming center of development. So a lot of training and development activities are then related to this specific, let's say, part of the development. So mini grid are really becoming center in the development. So from our point of view, it's really a win, let's say, win-to-win case. So we need trained and capable engineers and technicians. And as I said before, there are several in Africa, even thanks to the MGA program or similar programs. Our recommendation so is to continue in this way. Moreover, we can think to include the let's say realization of real mini grid inside this program. So having even construction, installation, commissioning, and operation of real mini grids, of real projects within the MGA courses.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your answer. And I want to move forward to Mr. Biscotti, asking him, how does the Microgrid Academy prove its effectiveness in transferring knowledge to young Africans in your own experience? You have the floor.
Sì, noi diciamo sulla Microgrid Academy abbiamo partecipato dall'inizio. Devo dire che è stata una bellissima esperienza poter fare lezione alla Microgrid. Ricordo la prima volta, abbiamo fatto lezioni in Nairobi, abbiamo fatto lezioni in Addis Abeba, e devo dire che sono state delle esperienze anche per noi molto interessanti. Nella Microgrid Academy, il programma della Microgrid è veramente interessante, perché ci permette a noi che siamo diciamo nel settore da tanti anni di poter condividere le esperienze, le conoscenze, ma abbiamo anche potuto condividere quello che è la nostra passione per le rinnovabili e la nostra idea di sostenibilità. prima cosa che ci ha stupito, che ci ha fatto molto piacere nell'approcciarci alle lezioni della microgrid è stato quello di sentire il desiderio di apprendere e la fame di conoscenza che abbiamo proprio riscontrato nella classe, che ha reso molto piacevole l'atmosfera nella quale abbiamo fatto lezione. Devo dire che la microgrid si è evoluta molto, anche perché, come diceva Lorenzo, è partita da Nairobi, per poi, diciamo, sotto la spinta anche nostra, diventare quella che abbiamo chiamato la Microgrid on Tours, ovvero il esportare il progetto della microgrid nei paesi vicini, Etiopia, Tanzania, e ad oggi si staranno aggiungendo anche altri paesi nel resto dell'Africa, e diciamo, per poter ampliare il format anche ad altre nazioni. La microgrid, il fatto di essere effettiva lo si capisce subito, lo si capisce facendo lezione, vedendo qual è l'interesse degli studenti nei temi che vengono trattati, e la loro voglia anche dopo di approfondire con contatti diretti quelle che sono i vari temi. Anche guardando quello che succede dopo le lezioni e i vari programmi, molti dei nostri studenti vengono subito captati dal mercato del lavoro e dalle nascenti aziende di sviluppo e progettazione, realizzazione e manutenzione delle fonti rinnovabili. Quindi questo per noi è una grande soddisfazione, e anche come operatore del settore, partecipare al capacity building, partecipare alla formazione direttamente in Africa, fa sì che quando poi avrò necessità come azienda, come BFP, di poter individuare dei professionisti in Africa, so anche come recuperarli, perché c'è una piattaforma anche della microgrid che permette di entrare in contatto con gli studenti che hanno partecipato ai corsi, e so anche come sono stati formati. Una cosa è importante che ci tengo molto a dirlo sulla microgrid, che si differenzia molto da qualsiasi altro possibile programma di tipo per esempio universitario. Nella Microgrid Academy, così come in altre tipologie di corsi che la Rest for Africa Foundation fa, come penso per esempio all'Advanced Training Course in Milano, chi segue le lezioni della Microgrid ha la possibilità di incontrare, di seguire, di poter apprendere e sentire l'esperienza di persone provenienti dalle più importanti aziende del settore. Penso per esempio a Enel Green Power, penso a Siemens Gamesa, penso a PwC, penso a Rina, a società che nel settore lavorano tantissimo e che hanno gigawatt di esperienza sulle spalle. Quindi la bellezza e la forza della microgrid è essere formati da chi le rinnovabili le fa, da chi nelle rinnovabili ci crede, e quindi abbiamo creato un programma che unisce alla formazione universitaria, penso alla Stanford University, penso alla Sapienza di Roma che partecipano nel corso, ma anche a tutte le aziende che portano l'esperienza sul campo di come poi le fonti rinnovabili si fanno. E in questo è la bellezza, che secondo me si tratta di un super master fatto in Africa e gratuito.
Thank you very much for your intervention. And I want to, okay, my audio has a little problem. I want to move forward another time to Ms. Francesca Oliva, because I want to ask her a very personal opinion. we are hearing about the importance of university education and the importance of partnership in to build the capacity building. But in your own opinion, what are the potential market skills in Africa in renewable energy? Do you have a point of view on these possibilities and on these very smart but can become biggest market in the world about renewable energy?
Well, from what I see from my experience in several countries in East Africa, above all, from the offer side, for sure, there's universities that are very well placed to deploy this kind of skills with the right partnerships with professors and experts. For sure, there's Microgrid Academy already has a partnership with Strathmore University, but in different universities in Sub-Saharan Africa, new partnerships can be created, or what Strathmore is doing can be transferred to other countries. So from the offer side, I believe that the level of expertise that is there in the university is absolutely at the level to be able to deliver the right skills with a good partnership with Italian companies and experts. And from the demand side, I am actually surprised because when we started this partnership, I actually did not expect so much demand from professionals or even students from different sides of Africa that wanted to enter in this program. So there's a lot of youth that are interested in the sector. There is the feel that the sector is growing because we are speaking about microgrids, but if we look at the bigger renewable energy sector and the solar sector and all the products that are already there and are sold all over Africa, there's the perception that actually this sector is going to grow. That it's just the beginning because it's clear that only through off-grid technologies it will be possible to achieve total access to energy, because the big infrastructures would take too much time to actually reach every single person. So also from the demand side, we are seeing a lot of interest. And in Kenya, through San Kizito Vocational School, that is a partner of ABSI, we've also started to provide vocational training in access to energy. The partnership with Microgrid Academy is always there. And we see that there's a lot of demand, and even people that are able and willing to pay for this kind of trainings. And I also want to take the chance, having the word now, to thank for this initiative Professor Micangeli, because he is really he's from Sapienza, Università della Sapienza, and is I think the main teacher in this and the director of this program. And I thank him because he has put his motivation and passion has really brought a lot of motivation and passion among the students that he has in Africa, but also from the Italian side. There's many professional and young engineers and professionals that, thanks to his passion, want to come to Africa and keep on moving on the Microgrid Academy and the entire capacity building sector. So I'm really happy to know him and to be part of this program. And since he's not in the panel, I really felt we needed to say something about him.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Mr. Kisa. In his experience, Mr. Kisa was a Senior Energy Officer Efficiency at the Uganda Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. So he could give to us a good perspective of two markets, the renewable energy and not renewable energy, and why you decide to focus on renewable energy in terms of economics, in terms of opportunities. Can you explain us better this choice to focus on renewable energy, please?
Thank you so much, Andrea, for this this interesting question. You know, one thing I always argue, I always tell people, you know, we are starting renewable. we are not in a situation where we are moving from fossil-based economy to renewable. We are moving from a situation where we are developing renewable from the beginning. Because if you look at the energy, for the primary energy, total primary energy supply in all these regions, Burundi, Kenya, maybe apart from Kenya, which has a little bit more fossil fuel. But if you look at all this, you look at the total energy, primary energy supply, we are always 90% renewable, but unsustainable renewable, because we are relying mostly, if you look at this, mostly is biomass, which is renewable, but used unsustainably. So we are starting already at a place where we have high renewable energy use, but unsustainably. So the idea is basically to make it more sustainable and not to follow the fossil fuel path, to stick on the renewable energy path, but making it much more cleaner, and sustainable. So, of course, there is growing interest also in the fossil fuel. A lot of excitement that has come in the recent years of the discovery of fossil fuels in the region, or the start of the exploitation. Uganda, Kenya already has crude oil exports, started already last year. But we argue, of course, as this is internationally recognized, that if we are to keep the global temperature stable, not more than 1.5 degrees rise more, we have to go renewable. We have to continue on the renewable path. We have to move towards the renewable energy path. So we want to be on that because it makes sense. Renewable energy creates a lot of jobs. Because if you look at the oil, how much people have created jobs in the oil industry, it's difficult. But you look around me here. When I move around, I see even women selling solar kits. Women using solar kits for their small businesses, but there are also women who are selling solar technology. You have many other people around, so many solar shops around. So many people are involved in all sorts of renewable energy trade. So it is creating more jobs than the fossil fuel, which is, only a few people can afford to be there. So there is a lot of sense in going renewable, in making the renewable energy system, even the biomass itself, making it sustainable. We have a lot of people who are now employed in the improved stoves design and construction. So renewable is creating a lot of more jobs and booming, helping to grow the economy. So that is why we have to focus on supporting this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'm sorry with all the people here in this room, but we have the last but not least speaker, which is Ignatius Maranga. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I want to talk with you about the project, the Young Talent of the Year award that you won in the present. You took part to this award to promote innovative idea from the MGA alumni. And could you present your idea we have 4 minutes, so you can take 5 minutes maximum, how you are addressing solution to the challenges on renewable energy in Kenya.
Okay, thank you. Like I'd mentioned also before, thanks to the Microgrid Academy, in the curriculum now you're taught how to design and implement microgrids. So also during the academy, we were able to visit a couple of microgrids, and to help us develop this solution that we call Kijiji, we realized that most of these microgrids have what you call a push factor. So you're bringing microgrids to the village, but then there's something that Lorenzo, Carnelli, and Francesca mentioned about productive uses of energy. For these microgrids to make sense, then you'll have to have productive uses. So we designed a microgrid that we call Kijiji, which is Swahili for village, where, it's still a containerized microgrid like all microgrids that you have. But then the only difference is that it has business solutions to it that bring out productive uses. So we are using the pool economic factors to pull people to this microgrid. So how we are going about this is having like a health facility. I mean, in these remote areas where such microgrids will work, you get these people don't have access to health. These people don't have access to, I mean, businesses. So you're bringing businesses to them where they can earn money, and knowledge hubs and knowledge areas where energy generated as well can be used to access to internet and information training areas. Okay. So this is the solution that we presented also for the Microgrid Academy Young Talent of the Year Award, where we are finalists. And we are very confident that this project will go on as we are moving now to doing feasibility studies. And the business model, we're looking at having local communities forming groups, or what you call, I mean, local community groups who purchase these containerized solutions. And also electricity can be generated, I mean, can be moved to their houses through battery swapping technology. Right? So that is the kind of, I mean, solution we also came up with based on experiences through the Microgrid Academy. Yeah. Okay. And with that, I'd like also to mention and acknowledge Professor Mikanjeli. I mean, he's not in the panel, but he's, I mean, thanks to him and the initiative, I mean, thanks to 3M, to Lorenzo, to Francesca, AVSI have come across with these guys, of course, Roberto Vigotti and the rest of Africa and the whole team. And of course, IACRI as well. I cannot forget Michael Pisa.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ignatius. Thank you very much to all the panelists. The director says that I have to close the panel. We tried to explore, which the argument is huge, so it's impossible to explore all the capacity building in Africa argument and the importance of this, but we try to explore it. And in my opinion, the results come good at the end of the panel. Thank you very much to all. Thank you very much to the people who suffer our and my personal talk. I try to take the shorter time ever because I want to give the floor to the experts. And thank you to all the experts here. And thank you very much to all.
Thank you. Bye.
Grazie Andrea, grazie a tutti quanti per questo bellissimo panel sull'energia, che è sempre un argomento molto interessante ed attuale, e anche uno dei settori trasversali per lo sviluppo in modo sostenibile anche delle economie africane. Avremo modo in futuro di riprendere anche l'argomento e magari specificare meglio alcuni e approfondire degli argomenti emersi oggi. Quindi adesso qualche minuto, quindi ringrazio di nuovo tutti i relatori, Andrea per aver moderato e per essere con noi anche quest'anno all'Italia Africa Business Week. Ora passeremo al panel sul calcio, che dimostra quanto siamo poliedrici e quanto siamo portati ad affrontare le tematiche che riguardano l'Italia Africa a 360 gradi. Qualche minuto tecnico per aggiustare il posizionamento degli speaker e riprenderemo i lavori con la prossima conferenza.